How you doing, guys? Welcome back to Alakazooted, and today we have another Looster Box of Destined Rivals. That's right, 36 loose packs, and we're going for the gamble, seeing what kind of odds we can get and what kind of hits we can get out of this set. Before we get into it, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fancy jazz, and we will get right into Destined Rivals. Zoop! I have yet to buy a regular, just sealed booster box of this, and I'm just always fishing for loose packs. I like the gamble of the Looster Box. I like my odds on the potential for doubles, big hits, low hits, just anything. It's just a little bit crazier and a little bit more of a fun time for me, I feel like. I've done pretty well with Looster Boxes, but we will see today. Here we go. Let's see if we can get some first pack magic out of Destined Rivals. All right. You know, since we got a long ways to go, we'll chat a bit about, you know, some random stuff. I know maybe we'll do some story time. How about that today? Smoliv, Torchic, Rotom, Nidoran, Petrol, Probobass, Mimikyu. Holy crap, we got the Houndoom. This is a banger for the first pool. This is crazy. Holy crap, man. Man, I gotta look at that. That's nuts. What an amazing looking card. Holy, what the hell is going on? This is amazing. Zoop. Okay, and we're done, boys. Nah, I'm just kidding. But oh, dude, that's so good. Man, that looks so much better in person than I thought too. Man, I'm going to be staring at this card after this, but oh my god. Okay, so second pack. Let's open a few packs, and then we'll start chatting about other stuff. Unless we're just hitting bangers, and then I'll just be in awe the whole time. I won't be able to really think straight. Rosalia, Nidoran, Falafi, Drowsy, Ethan's Adventure, Ogerpon, Brotherbot, Primeape, Kangaskhan, and a Yanmega EX. All right, so we got 2 hits in a row here. Zoop. Put that over in the second row. Bam. Whew. Let's see if we can get 3 in a row here with Destined Rivals. Man, that was the best first pack magic. Besides, like, getting the Mewtwo or something, or the Moltres that I could have asked for. That's crazy, man. What an amazing opening right there. What are the odds? It looks like we might have another EX. I think I see it. Rattata, Ogerpon, Arcanine, Sudowoodo, and a Persian EX. All right. Man, that's 3 in a row. Woo! Destined Rivals. Coming in hard this time. You're coming in real hot. Man, I had like lots of packs in the last Looster Box that I was like getting cooked on. But man, it turned out amazing though at the end. Like a lot in the beginning, a lot at the end. It was so weird. So let's see how this goes. It might be the same kind of deal. And that's weird because like it's not like you shuffle these a certain way, you know what's going to be in them. It's just the way you take them out of the bags and put them in a stack, I guess. I don't know. It's just weird. It's like some kind of weird magic that Pokemon does. Like, how does that work? But let's see. This is the 4th pack. If we get 4 in a row, that would be crazy. Porygon, Crustle. Okay. We broke the streak. It was 3 in a row. I do wish we had 4 in a row, though, you know. I wish it would just be banger after banger, you know, Crown Zenith level, but, you know, I don't know if that'll ever happen again. Rotom, Fortress, Floatzel, Oriana, Smoliv, Sandwich, Blaziken. Okay, so, story time, right? I got a lot of videos here on YouTube now, and I've done lots of other YouTube videos before, you know, lots of like, I've done a lot of like movie and TV show reviews in my spare time for fun on another channel. I've done lots of vlog stuff, other stuff like interviews and random stuff for like the tattooing side of things, like product review stuff for them, for sponsors and stuff. And then like I have old YouTube stuff, and I only have like 1 or 2 videos left, right? But the one video I have left up is like over 18 years old now. Over 18 years old, like OG YouTube, right? And it's a Spider-Man fan film, right? And you can find it if you look up Spider-Man Episode 1, or you just like look up my name, you'll probably find it because that's what it's originally under. And right, it's just, I filmed it in an abandoned naval air warfare center. Holy crap, a Zamazenta. We're crushing it. Zamazenta City, boys. Woo! Hell yes. Okay, so yeah, so I filmed it in an abandoned naval air warfare center that we used to explore in, right? And we used to do all kinds of crazy stuff in there. You know, they used to test jet engines back in the day there. And it was connected to a working small airport, right? So we would go there and go crazy every day and stuff, but we were in there one day, you know, trying to sweep up for a few days straight. And one day we were in there doing that, and we ended up, you know, getting busted by cops, held at gunpoint, you know, got quite a lot thrown at us for the whole situation. But man, we used to go crazy doing all kinds of stuff. And aside from getting arrested that one time, because that was crazy, like we're moving this big metal like filing cabinet, a door kicks open next to me and a gun hits me right in the forehead. And dude's like, I'm gonna shoot you in your face. Like, I shouldn't even say that. Okay, I gotta bleep that part out. But right? And so we're freaking out. We're kids. We're practically like gonna pee ourselves. Well, we're teenagers, you know what I mean? But we're like ready to piss our pants type shit. Like, it's crazy. And they were trying to put like 6-7 charges on us, but luckily, like, I tattooed some people that also worked in that area and stuff, and they were like, this is ridiculous, you know, like a lot of people kind of were like, this is kind of a little excessive, you know what I mean? And then they ended up chilling out about it and letting it go. But they knew, because they were trying to catch us for a long time, right? And we had a big, oh, we got the judge, full art trainer, hell yeah. We had a big moment where we like were running from these guys one night, right? Okay, so we're all hanging out in these abandoned buildings, and we're up on the roof of this one building, and it's a bunch of us. And one of the kids starts throwing some rocks, and we're like, dude, this is not gonna work out good. Like, let's just get out of here, especially because there's like an active gas station across the street, right? And so we're like, all right, so me and my buddy, we go all the way down to the bottom. We're getting out into the grass near where all the other abandoned buildings are, and we get spotlighted. So we book into a building, right? And we dip, right? And my one buddy and his girl at the time are up on the roof still hanging out, you know? And so we run through that building, go to another building, you know, try to get some ground going. And then we make a call to my buddy, and I'm like, yo, dude, like, we got spotlighted. I don't know if you saw, but like, you got to get out of there. You know, we're going to go to the other side. Oh man, we got a petrol full art trainer, right? So we're running to the other side to another building, all the way on the far side of the complex, right? And we get up on the roof, stake out, and wait to see if he makes it out and comes towards us, right? And at this time, you know, there's quite a few officers. They got dogs, the whole nine, and they're gaining on him. They go up in the building. Sure enough, we see them spotlight him up there, bring the dogs up there, they get him. So we're like, oh man. But by this point, we waited way too long, and now there's another set of cops with dogs right below us at the building, right? And we're like, oh dude, what are we gonna do, right? So I'm like, all right, dude, let's take our shoes off and let's run to the other side. So we do that, we run to the other side, and we jump to a tree, right? That's on the other side of the fence line there, so we can gain some ground, right? So we get down, we start booking it, and let me tell you, it don't matter if you're on the other side of a fence. No matter what, them dogs are gaining on you the whole time. You can hear them. So we're hauling ass, jumping every, oh my goodness, we got good stuff here. We got the Persian EX full art. Man, that looks awesome. So we're jumping every, you know, fence we can. Every big, you know, like barbed wire fence that we can find, just to gain ground. Because if you can slow them down enough, they have to go around, blah, 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 the whole deal. So we keep running, jumping fences, and we're running. I'm running my ass off like I never ran before. And before you know it, I'm running straight through and over the runway of the end of this airport, right? Right into the woods, and I'm gone. Bro, I'm out. You know, and then finally I eventually get out to a main road, and I'm just walking, trying to catch my breath for an eternity. Holy crap, Yon Mega X full art. This is crazy. We're just hitting big right now. This is just hit after hit. This is amazing. We're just crushing it. This is the first half. Man, story time's getting good. This is getting good. Okay, so, and I'm just walking down the street, right, after I get out of the woods, and I'm soaked, you know, from running through tall grass. So, like, I'm exhausted, you know, young ass kid. You don't even know. Your adrenaline's going crazy. You have no idea how long you've ran for. You know, I could have ran like full sprint a mile or two, you know, worth of running. With that being said, like it's really crazy, right? So I'm exhausted. I'm walking down and I just see like 6-7 cop cars flying the other direction, and they grill me on the way past, and they knew, man. But it was like, they were like, nah, we're not even gonna bother. Like, and they just booked it out. And like, I was like, oh, dude, safe. But man, what a time that used to be. Like, we used to go there and do crazy stuff, right? Like, they used to have these giant filtration systems for these jet engines, right? So we would go like 6 floors up into these buildings, and there would be these giant pathways, hallways that were like 12 by 10, right? And they would be just cement and metal. And you would walk through them and you'd be like, what is this? And you would see giant vents, and you'd be like, wow, this is just an exhaust, like a vent, like a giant exhaust vent for like jet engines, right? And you'd go in there, and then above you, there would be rows and rows of these giant filters. So we would go in there and party, man. You'd light a 12-foot bonfire in there, and it would all go into the carbon filters up there. So you would have a smokeless fire, basically, and nobody'd be able to know where you are. You're 6 floors up in a random factory type warehouse building, like facility. I don't know what you would even call it. And no one can see anything because it's a vent, basically, right? Crazy, man. We used to have so much fun there. And you can see what that place is like in my YouTube video. You can see all the craziness of that video and that place, like everything in the background and everything. The only reason it even looks cool is because we shot it there before I got in so much trouble there, of course. But man, definitely check it out. Spider-Man episode 1 on YouTube, dude. Over 18 years old now. It's crazy. It's got like 10 million views practically now. It's nuts. It's just hard to think that that's even a thing. But all right, we're about to get into the second half in a second, but we need to get a little Alakazooted. And I've got a lot of wild stories, you know, with involving just everything from my upbringing to things we did as kids to everything as far as my career, you know. And it's I just randomly go on these like story rants now because I figure this is a good opportunity for me to just kind of tell some fun stories and just joke about some stuff and tell some like wild stuff that had happened in the past while I get to show you guys what I like to do in my spare time. Rip some packs, you know. For me, it's like 1 a.m. and it's Saturday after work, you know. Things are finally winding down for me, so I'm opening packs, and that's what I do. All right, let's get into this. Yeah, so, man, we used to have so much fun in those buildings, and a lot of it now, I believe, is demolished. You know, they've been slowly etching away at it and building up that part of the town and stuff like that. You know, because it was all contaminated ground for a long time. They couldn't do anything with it. Ooh, it's a Titan EX. All right. But now, you know, who knows? Who knows what they'd do with it? I haven't been back to Jersey in a few years, and I would hope to not have to, right? I don't want to go back to that lame-ass state unless I got to, you know, do some stuff to finalize, like, you know, things with selling my house or something. I got another house there still. And I would love to sell it as soon as possible. You know, it's in Hooker Alley where I grew up in the inner city. And like, oh, the Gorybus, it's back. But, you know, it's literally like I got to have somebody monitor tenants, because it's nothing but illegal immigrants and felons that are trying to apply all the time. I have bars on every window of every floor of that house. You know, it was never safe for anybody to just walk around my street or anything like that. You know, and like, so it would be a nice weight to get off my shoulders at some point. I mean, granted, I enjoy being a renter and like getting a little bit of some kind of supplemental income after buying a house after all these years, right? But you know, it's just, why not eventually just finally get out in the woods and just be in the woods, right? I don't know. That's just me. But I got lots of random projects in my life, you know, so we'll see where where everything takes me. Who knows? I might just go buck wild with Pokemon after all that kind of stuff. Who knows? I might make a bunch of different moves, you know, with stock or crypto or even with random property stuff or vehicles or something. And then I might just go wild with Pokemon investment instead and just build up my, you know, my OG collection and stuff like that. Just for fun for me. You know, because I could always, you know, all my doubles and random stuff down the road, I could always trade or sell and stuff and then get more Pokemon, of course. You know. You can also, I do list a lot of cards on eBay. I got tons of doubles, you know, stuff like that. Stuff that I don't want from certain sets in my collections because I don't master set everything. Only like certain personal favorites I'll go and master set. Otherwise, I only get the stuff that I like personally like, that I think is dope. I don't care what the value is, you know what I mean? If I think it's a dope card, I keep it. If I don't, it's getting passed off, you know what I mean? Like me and my buddy at work often, like he'll bring his trade binder and I'll bring in stuff and he'll be like, oh, I need this, 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 and this, you know, and I'll look for just cool stuff in his binder. And I'll be like, oh, I like this guy, you know, if it's, let me know how many cards or if it's valuable enough for a trade, you know, and then I'll just do that while I'm at work. Like, I don't know. I like to have fun with it. I wish also I would have time to actually sit and play with some peeps more, but, you know, I'm focused on the apps. I got to use the apps for everything. Really kind of a pain. I might even go back and buy like an OG Pokemon card game, like video game. Although they'll be limited, they're just fun, man. Like I used to play the old Yu-Gi-Oh like card game on like PlayStation, you know. Like I would just have fun with those. They were cool. I think I had one on like GBA too. I don't know. I don't know how many Pokemon ever made for the TCG. I remember one that was like I think it was on maybe Game Boy Color. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Let me know though. Let me know in the comments if you've played it. You know, you got to figure. I've been doing like, you know, and collecting Pokemon, playing the games, all that, literally since it came out. So I'm a bit old, and man, like I was just thinking the other day about going back and getting a fucking OG Game Boy printer. And just tinkering around with one of those. I love those things. They were so cool. Granted, they're just like a receipt printer that plugs into a Game Boy. But man, were they fun. Goofy little like game on there. Like drag the little emojis on there. It's like what you do now with like posts. But like you did it on your Game Boy. With little crummy black and white pictures you took on the camera. It's crazy. Nidoking EX. And it's crazy because if you look back at that thing looks like a webcam did later on in life. Kind of wild, man. Ooh, I'm gonna have to put these down here. Make some more room. So I know I'm not gonna get many illustrations. Man, we got the Houndoom though. How crazy is that? Man, this is nuts. I'm excited. We only have we only got a few packs left. Let's see if we can get some really banger cards in this last few. I love Destined Rivals. You know, I've been working on this master set. And there's so many cards I still need, and I just can't wait to see them in person. Just hold them, look at them, like especially the textured cards, you know. Like I just got the Team Rocket's Ariana in our last Looster box opening, and man, the texture and everything, and looking at that card, the art is great. And I wish they would do a lot more of those with some of the trainers, because that thing is just a rad looking card. Granted, it's a simple card, but sometimes simplicity and high detail is just what I need. I dig it. Whatever. It could be worth nothing. I don't care. Give it to me. Bliplug, Blipbug, Abomasnow, Judge, Typhlosion, Baltoy. Baltoy. I hate that name. That name is awful, bro. Like, Baltoy, dude, really? Nah. I'm not having it. I'm gonna give you a different name. Toy? Just Toy? Toy Guy. Yeah, toy guy. Psyduck, Feebas. Whoa, we got the Cynthia's Roserade. Hell yeah. We're getting bangers. Damn, yo, these Looster boxes are crushing it. This is awesome. Woo! Man, life is great right now with these packs. This Looster box has a lot more variety than the last one. You know, we got full art trainers, we got full art Pokemon cards, we got EX cards, we got illustration rares. I mean, this is really awesome. So I'm loving this opening so far. Coughing, Hypno, Arbok, Maschiff, and a Moltres EX. Not the Moltres we're looking for. This is not the Moltres you're looking for. You know, but still very awesome. One pack left. Can we do it? Last pack magic from Destined Rivals. Man, I feel like we can. I feel like we're crushing it. I could be really wrong. Man, just fingers crossed here, guys. Here we go. Let's go. Pichu, Yanma, Lapras, Mudsdale, Sandwich, Arbok, Fomantis, Arrokuda, Gyarados. But look, let's break this down. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 EX cards. And all variety, no doubles. Right? No doubles anywhere here. 8 of those, 2 of these, 2. Man, look at that Persian too. So dope. So this is 15 hits, man. Look at that. Look at that Houndoom. Bro. Look at him. So sick. Man, this is crazy. 15 out of this one. This is definitely worth it. The Looster box is the box. I haven't opened a regular booster box yet, but so far, Looster boxes have been where it's at for me. Let me know what you guys think. Alakazooted.